Hey guys. Alright, so I've been working on the grid, the property. However, I'm kind of at a standstill right now because I need poster board. And I either need some big sheets of poster board so I can section it out, or I need several packages of the smaller ones and some clear tape. Because, okay, this is what I've come up with before I get into that. Thank you to the new subscribers. Uh, please get with me, you guys. Name, address. Where's my name, address, email, and so I can send you guys a new subscriber package because I'm going to be working on those really soon. Okay, I need your shirt size. Need your shirt size, your name, address, email, and possibly phone number. Um, you can email me at faithfirstfarm24@gmail.com. That's FAITHFIRSTFARM 24@gmail.com. So that's what I need to give you guys a new subscriber package. And that goes out to everybody, all my subscribers. So, this is the video that I've been talking about that I've wanted to do. I was doing these quite a bit in Oklahoma, but we're no longer in Oklahoma. So, we are Faith First Farm Homestead. And we started out here in Michigan. You guys can go all the way back to the beginning of my videos. We started out very small on my mom and dad's property. I was working on, trying to figure out exactly where I was going to place things as far as chickens and other animals and that kind of thing, and trying to figure out if I could, that at that point in time that we should be able to salvage our old barn. Unfortunately, we can't, and that was thanks to my ex and breakfast. I didn't get up very early. I took a bath, so breakfast late. Overnight oats. It is whole oats with almond milk. And I know that's not exactly the healthiest. I've watched Doug and Stacy's videos, but I don't do milk. Almond milk, and I do use Slim Fast. I know that's not healthy, but I'm working towards healthy. So, and then blueberries, frozen wild blueberries, and some dates. I mixed it all up. I warmed up the almond milk because it's just too cold. And mixed it all up. Oh, I also put some chia seeds in there. And those are full of protein and just other antioxidants, and just it's a superfood and it's really healthy for you. Mixed it all up, let it sit for a bit, and it makes a great breakfast. And they're really, really good. I've also used cherries in it too. Frozen cherries. Okay. So, again, we're Faith First Farm Homestead. We started out here in Michigan. I was going to build up a greenhouse and, just expand on the gardening and that kind of thing. In 2020, I had a really, really good garden. Square foot garden. I still have the area. I have to clean it out. I'm gonna revive that garden. I'm gonna try to build that. I'm gonna build that up into what they call a lasagna garden, which I've been working on videos out of a book called Lasagna Gardening. Okay. Guys, get off my papers. We have kittens, and they're just all over the place. So, my mom and dad's property. Like I said, we started out. Dang it, Cinnamon, would you get off my stuff? Sorry, she's starting to annoy me. Get off my papers. I need my papers. Go. Go. No. I'm gonna get the squirt bottle out. Um, my mom and dad had 40 acres. 40 acres. Unfortunately, my dad sold 35 of it. I wish we still had the 40 acres. So that'd be plenty of room. But we do still have 5. And okay. Anyway, kind of getting lost in the jumble here because, like I said, we started out in Michigan and there ended up being some things going on. We had to leave. We had to move. And I put money down on some property down in Oklahoma, which we had 12 acres for a while. And then we decided to look at a different set of properties, and we chose one that had 5.41 acres over in like the western part of Oklahoma. Then we started talking about possibly coming back up to Michigan. The plan was to move up north, to find property and move up north because we couldn't handle the summers down there. The summers are just really extremely hot and it's just really bad. We're talking 110 plus degrees and really high humidity. It's horrible. And it's hard to get things to grow down there. Unless you can, have the means to, shade out a lot of the really heavy sun. And anyway, not that the sun's a bad thing, it's just 110 plus degrees tends to burn plants out. Anyway, and I wasn't able to really have a garden down there for where we were living. I ended up having to do container gardening, and I'm not great at it. And we started seriously talking about moving back up here. And it turned out my son ended up needing help, and we ended up, the opportunity basically dropped in our lap, and we came back up here. The properties that I'd put money down there, I just called Classic Country and explained, the situation. Look, we've kind of had a different thing go on here, and we can't keep the property. So that was that. My mom and dad's property. It's 5 acres, and it's on the corner of an intersection. I don't really like that. I never have. But we're going to make the best of it. So, our goal. I'm sorry, you guys. I am really tired. Not getting enough sleep. I woke up probably 3 times during the night. Either having to pee or kitties waking me up. So, anyway. So I am tasked with redoing everything on this property. And that's right down to possibly either fixing the old chicken coop, which I might do. That's still kind of up in the air. Or just building a new one. new ones, new one, whatever. Oh, oh. Sorry. Or again, just fixing the old one and possibly adding on to it. I don't know yet. Like I said, up in the air on that one. Now, I've been working on a grid for the property because my son eventually wants the house. And, he's kind of looking at, well, Mom, if I meet somebody and we end up getting married, are you guys going to be living in the same house or whatever? And it's like, okay. So we're originally thinking of, the whole tiny home thing on the property. Sorry, I am always messing with my hair. We were originally thinking of, the whole tiny home thing on the property. Uh, oh, sorry. So I decided to go with that whole tiny home idea. Another friend of mine could possibly end up out here with us. So, gotta make sure there's room in the home. I've been working on a grid, and this is the grid. Okay, and I have shown this in a couple of other videos, but I'm working on adding to it, and we're just gonna go along here. So, out in the very back corner, we have an old barn on the property, and kitty corner from that barn, diagonal back, it corners. And that is the corner of the 5 acres. And it comes out, one part comes out to Kennyville Road and goes past an AT&T box, and the other part goes out to Wright Road. This side of, or no, it's the same. It's like a yellow sign, the yellow road sign that says Kennyville Road. It's on Wright Road. Anyway, so out to the very corner back there is where we're gonna put the tiny home. And I'm looking into possibly getting a tiny home that actually uh has 6 to 8 bedrooms, which you can find them. It's a little difficult to find, but you can find them. Or getting 2 4-bedrooms ones and connecting them. So it's one structure, basically. Then I'll figure it out. Anyway, so we're gonna need a building permit for the tiny home. And then a greenhouse, we're gonna do the greenhouse and connect it to the house. And that's gonna need a building permit because that's a separate structure. Outdoor kitchen. Why am I doing an outdoor kitchen? Well, in the summertime, in our tiny home, I'm planning on having a wood stove. In the summertime, you do not want that wood stove going. It's gonna be a wood cook stove. This whole setup, our whole farm, Faith First Farm Homestead, we are going to be off grid. Okay. The house is not. My mom and dad's house is not. Alright. The main part of the property is not off grid, but I'm going to register the farm as off grid. From our home, I'm registering our tiny home as off grid, and I'm going to look into getting solar panels to attach to the roof. The greenhouse, I might get solar panels for the greenhouse as well to use, solar to help heat the greenhouse. Now, the attachment from the greenhouse to the house is also going to help heat it. Heating, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Again, the outdoor kitchen, I'm going to build, and I can do it. There's just a few certain things I need. red brick, cement, like the top of the stove plates, modeling plates, and a sink. It's a PVC pipe, water tank. I have a water tank. Probably get a couple more of those, but I'm gonna do that in the outdoor kitchen. And that is gonna be the center in the summertime of putting up our garden harvest, making our medicinal herbs, like our herbal medicines from our medicinal gardens. Okay. Because I'm not going to be running the wood cook stove in house, and we'll probably do most of our cooking outside. Which brings me to this little off-grid cook stove. Now, I do have one out here that I built. Actually, the easier thing to do would be this. Hang on. Come on, my phone's being stupid. Get our Wi-Fi to work. Come on. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I'll bring up my channel. Said this is probably the easiest thing to do. Okay. That video there, that is an off-grid cook stove that I built outside. Sorry, my hand is kind of shaking a little bit. That is my home video that's on my home page of my channel. Um, anyway, so out there, I'm going to make sure I have new cinder blocks, and I'm going to build a new one out there. Right out, in front of our outdoor kitchen. So, this is going to be the center of basically our living area here, with our home and our greenhouse, our outdoor kitchen, our outdoor cooking area. Wood cook stove inside the house. And then we get to our gardens. We're going to have a nice big garden area, and I'm hoping I can do all raised beds with the lasagna gardening method. Now, go back and watch my videos on lasagna gardening. Maybe I should pull those together in a playlist. Trying to figure out how to make it easier for you guys to find certain videos. Okay. And then we're going to have lots of strawberries because I love strawberries. Nice big strawberry bed, rhubarb patch, asparagus, because a friend of mine that might be out here with us loves asparagus. And so does my sister. But I'm going to be doing green, white, and purple asparagus. So, alright. And then a nice, big, huge, full medicinal garden. Compost bins down here. These are not going to be the only ones. We're going to have a lot of compost bins. Okay. So from there, this, like I said, is that back corner. And then this is like in between this and an old barn that's out there. Now behind that old barn is some old black raspberry bushes, which I'm going to be taking some canes from to actually make the, create the bushes, but grow the bushes for our black raspberry. The black raspberries in our orchard. Now, our orchard, we're going to have basically two orchards, but it's going to be half and half because it's one orchard. It's just, I had to got to separate it because I technically wanted at least 16 to 20 trees and fruit bushes, but it's not all going to fit out there, so hang on. Sorry, guys. Alright. Sorry. Chloe's having problems with her dog. Chloe's my daughter. My dog. Okay. Anyway, so half of the orchard is going to be out to the east of our old barn, which our old barn is to the north of my mom and dad's house. That's where I am right now. It's inside my mom and dad's house. The other half of the orchard is going to be out to the west of the house. Yeah, guys. Okay, anyway, so in the orchard, we will have apples, pears, peaches. This is our grape area. Sweet cherries, rainier cherries, which is another sweet cherry. It's one of my favorites. Nectarines, tart cherries, which are used for pies, plums, and apricots. Our grapes, red grapes, green grapes, the Concord purple grapes, and the black ones. Now, this area, this part of the orchard, that's going to be to the east of the old barn. I have a bunch of boysenberry bushes out there. Now, I'm going to take canes from them and grow the bushes for the orchards, but there's still going to be some left. And I'm going to cut them down, and I'm going to trellis them. So, trellised boysenberries right there. And then right here, blackberries, black raspberries, which I don't need to buy these because I can get these from my current blackberry and black raspberry bushes. Red raspberries, shouldn't have to pay for those either. I don't know. I'll have to see. Fall gold, royal purple, blueberries, aronia berries, which they're very similar to a blueberry, but they're even higher in antioxidants and stuff like that. Pink lemonade blueberries, I've never had them, and I want to try them. Just a different type of blueberry. Scarlet goji berries, black goji berries, and those are very, very healthy. They're very high in antioxidants and vitamins and stuff. Huckleberries, black currants, red currants, white currants, gooseberries, and then boysenberries. Again, I'll be able to get those from the current bushes that we have. And down here, red alpine strawberries, yellow, gold alpine strawberries, and then white pineberry alpine strawberries. And then Nanking cherry. So. Alright. So, like, that's the orchard. I do have, if I go back here, I'm in the process of actually redoing my grid. A little difficult here. But our goal as a homestead is to become self-sufficient, be able to grow and raise most of our own food and drinks. And I mean, there's so many different drinks you can make. And okay. Anyway, so there's so many different like drinks and stuff that you can make, and I'll give you guys an idea here I have a homesteading board on my Pinterest account. Interesting. Okay. I can sit here for hours and do that. I have 7,330 pins on my homesteading board. But what I'm going to pull up is this. Homestead drinks. 94 pins on here. And I'll give you guys an idea of some of these drinks. Okay. 30 iced tea recipes. Instant hot chocolate. Strawberry cream soda kombucha. Dr. Pepper kombucha. Homemade soda. Another homemade soda. And that's in a suspended account. Okay, I'll have to figure that one out. Easy fermented raspberry soda. Fermented strawberry soda. Kombucha Revolution, 11 delicious kombucha recipes, fermented elderberry soda. Kick the soda habit with probiotic kefir, water kefir. How to make lacto-fermented blueberry soda. I'm going to have a ton of recipes. I don't know why that's in there. That's a quail thing. It should be in the quail section. Apple cider vinegar drinks. Clean drinks that are better than soda. Thanksgiving punch, turmeric smoothie. Thickest and creamiest hot chocolate ever. Watermelon lemonade concentrate. 25 easy iced tea recipes. Easy and delicious raspberry iced tea. Pineapple mint lemonade. 17 best lemonade recipes. The best ever strawberry milkshake. How to can strawberry lemonade, which that should be in the canning, not the drinks. Sorry, guys. Blueberry lavender lemonade, dragon fruit mojito, raspberry peach lemonade, strawberry lemonade, watermelon breeze. Like, you get the picture. Like, there's so many different drinks you can make. And that's our goal, is to make it to where we're homemaking as many things as possible, even right down to cleaners and I mean, I'm sure many of you know that you can home make your cleaners, and they're much healthier for you. They're not toxic. Like, citrus and vinegar cleaning spray, how to make your own magic erasers. No, no. 19 green cleaning recipes to make your house sparkle. All natural stain remover. Scouring powder. Homemade dish soap. Just a whole bunch of different things. Yeah, guys. Anyway, I mean, there's even things that you can do called unpaper towels, which are hand sew. I mean, you can hand sew them, you can machine sew them. I would hand sew them, I just need the material. Basically, specific cleaning cloths specifically made for certain things. I mean, there's so many ways that you can make your own dishcloths, just stuff like that. Dish towels. I mean, yeah, it's some work, but you also have the feeling of accomplishment of, having done that. And then, right down to growing your own food. Okay? Growing your food. when you grow your own food, you know what you're getting. You know that there's no processed chemicals and that kind of stuff in your food. Stuff that's going to cause you a lot of health problems. Now, out here, I am going to have to cover our garden beds because we're right near a field and they do spray it with chemicals. So I'm not going to be able to grow in ground. Um, so I'm probably. Frick, dude. I'm probably going to definitely have to do my raised garden beds because I don't know if I'm going to have all the materials necessary to do like a full lasagna garden big enough to where it's not gonna, the plants aren't going to get into that soil. I can't use the soil out here. So I'm gonna have to basically create the soil that I use for my gardens. So, and I've kind of started it out there. We have a trailer out there that we were staying in when it was warmer. We had to do a switch with our daughter because she was having problems with her back. And she needed to use our mattress. And then it turned out that she just needed to take the box spring out from underneath her own mattress. He's so cute. He's our baby. Oh. Anyway, so we came in here and brought down our old bed from upstairs, which was still in good condition. Um, and we've just been in here ever since. So, but what we're looking at is Faith First, is being able to grow and raise our own food for health reasons, for survival reasons, because of everything going on. We have a lot of work to do. You know, it's going to take a lot of money. I'm in the process of starting our own businesses. You know, Faith First Farm and Homestead is definitely more than just title or place. It's definitely the name of our homestead, but it's also our businesses. Faith First Farm and Homestead is going to have, it's closed right now. I had to close it. I opened my art gallery before we moved back up here in Oklahoma. I had quite a few paintings and I ended up having to give some of them away because when we were in the trailer, our kitties got to them. So they weren't ruined, but I wouldn't have sold them. So um so I had to temporarily close our art gallery. And when I reopen it, and my goal is to be able to reopen it by later this year, I'm going to be working on paintings and that kind of thing. But when I reopen it, the title of the art gallery is Faith First Art Gallery. And we're going to have a website that's going to have a link to that. Um, I don't know if I want to do two websites or not, or just kind of have it a branch off from that website. Our website is going to be Faith First Farm and Homestead. Um, obviously we have the YouTube channel. I am on Twitter, or X as they call it now. I'm on TikTok, but I don't know if it's gonna go through or not. My son says it will, but it might be banned. I'm on TikTok right now. If it's not banned, you can find me on TikTok. I'm also on Instagram. I don't post much on Instagram. And it's under Hostler Susan on Instagram. Um anyway, so I've shown you like the garden part. Um, sorry, chia seeds stick in my teeth. All right, yeah, I've shown you the garden part and the orchard part. Um, Animals. We will have chickens. I love my farm fresh eggs. They are an amazing food. They're so healthy for you. Uh, so healthy. And I'm going to be looking into getting the stuff necessary to do what they call water glassing the eggs, the extras, so we can put them away safely so they don't go bad. Um, so definitely chickens, guineas, turkeys. I will take and we'll process 2 of the turkeys. We'll sell 2 of the turkeys. I plan on having dairy goats, and that is strictly for us for the milk for the dairy goats. I will sell some of the kids, some of the baby goats, uh, as we get our business and stuff like that going more. I do plan we will have meat chickens. I'm not selling that. Uh, Now I will be getting into selling the chicks once I can get established on, the hens actually laying on some of their eggs and hatching some of them. Um, they'll be $5 a piece. Again, that's going to be part of the business, part of Faith First. We will have feeder pigs, and I plan on having 4. We will raise 2. We'll raise them, I will process 2, and we will sell 2 once they're grown. I'm not gonna have them butchered and processed and sell the meat. I'm just not gonna get into that because I don't want to get into all the technicalities of the safety and all that stuff. I'll sell the live pigs. Um, the turkeys, I will sell, some of the live turkeys. Um, we plan on having ducks. I love ducks. I just do, and also want to be able to have some of their eggs. I personally have never had a duck egg. I'm looking forward to trying them. Now, once we start getting a little bit more in abundance of them, I will be selling them. They will be a little bit pricey, but you know what goes into them, and it's going to be all organic and that kind of thing. Uh, so we will be able to, have our milk from our goats, and from there I will be able to make cheese and yogurt and, have the whey and the kefir and, make different kinds of cheeses and just, that kind of stuff. And it'll be healthier, much healthier, because it's not going to be processed. Now, the bigger animals, if we had more property, I would more than likely get into, I, I've still considered a miniature dairy cow. Still considering that. I don't know. It just depends on space, on what we can do. Now, um, the guineas and the ducks and the geese are basically just going to be used for helping to keep the pests and stuff off the property, like the bugs, bug pests off the property. Oh, and the other 2 things that we're going to be doing that's going to be on the business end of Faith First is rabbits and quail. The rabbits, the baby rabbits, we're just going to be raising rabbits for selling the babies. That's part of my daughter's part of it. Quail, I will be selling the baby chicks, or I forgot what they're called, but I'll be selling the quail babies, and we will also be using the quail, processing them for meat. So, so that's gonna go towards, feeding our family and that kind of thing. Uh, I have some old gardens on the property, old herb gardens, that kind of thing. I do have some extra fruit trees, like I have another peach tree, another nectarine tree, another plum tree, a couple more pear trees, that's just extra fruit. Oh, I have another apple tree as well. Again, that's just extra fruit. And we will be getting beehives for the honey. Um, and it also helps like the pollination and stuff with all that on the in the orchard and stuff like that. So, oh, mm, what got us into homesteading to begin with was just wanting to get mainly me. I started watching a lot of videos on, homesteading, and I got into watching Doug and Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and I highly recommend their channel. Another garden channel that I really like is called the Gardening Channel with James Prigioni. He's just great. Um, he's given our channel a shout out a couple of times. Um, Like I said, I really have the desire of just eating healthier and getting healthier. And now, like, I've gained weight, and I went through a point where I was heavy for a while and I lost like 90 pounds. And I did really well. And then we lost my sister, and some other things happened. And I just kind of lost sight of myself. But I will be, my focus is getting healthy, and that, obviously eating right, you're going to lose weight. And I'll be getting plenty of exercise on the homestead and building up that homestead and that kind of thing. So, but again, I have, as far as, other gardens, I have an old raised bed garden area that I'm going to be reviving, and another rhubarb patch, another raised garden bed, two more strawberry beds that are two-tier round strawberry beds, and then an old strawberry bed that I'm going to try to fix up and revive, and the old square foot garden. Um, it's just going to be, for me, it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to being able to, do this. And like on the business end of it, I'm going to have to really get into working to get my businesses done and, set up to where I can start making money for the homestead, because this is going to take a lot of money. We're looking at probably $40,000 just for the house. And that's not a lot of money for, a place to live, but it is for us because, we're on the low end of the totem pole money-wise right now. Now, obviously all this is going to take money, take some money, but it's for good. It's for good for us, and the excess of all of this is where we're going to be reaching out to the community. And I'm planning on doing a farm stand where all of most of our goods that we will have will be available at the farm stand. Most of them. Let me see. What did I list? the things that I can, once I get the farm stand built, and the building permit and all that, and go through, make sure it's like completely legal and all that, are gonna be the Faith First t-shirts. And I'm wearing one of them. And I did these myself. I have to go back over this one. I just didn't really want to do it today, but Faith First Farm and Homestead, and it says grow food, eat healthy. Now, this part of the saying is probably going to change once in a while. There's a cabin, a part of the lawn, an apple tree, and then barn out here with, like a little pasture area with some little animals there. And then tomatoes and some raspberries and blueberries. And that is a vegetable. No, that is a yeah, butternut squash. Green beans. I think I messed up right there. I didn't finish it or something. Oh, there's the eggplant. You can barely see that. I do have to go back over that. So I thought there was a vegetable spaghetti squash on here somewhere. Anyway, but this is all done by hand. I did these with paint pens, but I'm going to go back over and do this, and I think I'm going to brush paint it. So t-shirts, and those are going to be $10 to $25. There's going to be sweatshirts available along with sweatshirts. I don't know if I'm going to have any sweatshirt jackets available. I might. I don't know. Paintings. I can't put a price on those right now because I have to collect up on my canvases and paints. Drinking glass sets, and I can get the drinking glasses right down here in Leslie at Dollar Tree. And they are decent glasses. I've checked them out. And those are going to be 4 for $15 or 8 for $25. Mugs, they're going to be either $5 to $7 a piece, or 2 for 8 or 2 for 10, depending on what I spend on them or how much I pay for them. Wine glasses, 2 for 10 or 4 for 8. Shot glasses, I'm not sure how much I'm going to charge for those yet. Coaster sets, crocheted ones are going to be 4 for $5 and 8 for 8. Now, painted ones, like on ceramic tile coasters, those are going to be 4 for $15 and 8 for $25. Now, I can do crocheted dish rags, 2 for $5. Cutting boards, $35 to $40. I do have a cutting board that I painted, and I actually do have it here. I just don't really want to go get it right now. I can do like hand sewn sachets, which are going to be like 2 for $3 and 4 for $5. And like to scent them, I'll just use essential oils. So, it's natural and that kind of thing. And watermelon rind pickles, I love these. They're so good. They're one of my favorites. My grandma used to make them. And I have quite a few of them, and they'll be $5 a pint. So, that's the stuff that's going to be available at first on the farm stand. Eventually, there will be quite a lot. Eventually, there will be. Okay. The Faith First t-shirts and basically long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, sweatshirt jackets, and jean jackets. The glasses, the shot glasses, the mugs, ornaments, which is a seasonal thing, coasters, quilts, which I do have one I'm working on. I just have to get my fabric. Crocheted items, blankets, and those are going to, like the blankets and the quilts are going to take me a while. So there's not always going to be one available on there at the farm stand. Now, dish rags, I can all the time. Coasters, easy, all the time. Scarves, I can crochet those. Homemade soaps, That's something I forgot to put on there. Probably be okay. I know why I didn't do that because I still have to get my soap supplies. Um, one batch makes about 20, and if somebody wanted an entire batch, I would charge $75. They will be $5 each or 2 for 8. Um, paintings again, minis, small canvases. I don't know how much I would charge for those yet. Painted coasters, painted tiles. Just depends on how big they are. Cutting boards. Now, these other things are going to be seasonal. These right here will be seasonal in the spring. Spring going into summer. Elderberry cuttings. Blackberry plants. Red raspberry plants. And boysenberry plants. Oh, yeah. That's over there. Okay. But the plants are going to be $15 a piece. Because I'm actually going to take and do the cuttings. I'm going to rip them out. And I'm going to get them in pots and grow them up to where they're at least like this. To where they're your baby bushes. So you're going to pay $15 for those because I will have put the work into that. Fresh produce, again, obviously at harvest time, that's seasonal. Baked goods, I'm going to try to keep some baked goods on the farm stand. Candy boxes, homemade Christmas candy boxes. I'm planning on doing that next year. Well, this next Christmas. I didn't have enough money. Oh. Plus, I don't even have the farm stand built. But yes, and those will probably be about $35 because I'm going to be making like the ultimate candy boxes this year. So, honey. Now, once we get our bees, it's going to take at least a year, maybe 2, for us to have a surplus to sell. But once we do, a pint of honey is going to be $10 and a quart is going to be $15. And I'm doing that for you guys, so I mean a pint is at $10 is still kind of expensive, but it's also raw, unfiltered honey. Straight up raw. It's so healthy and so good for you. So medicinal, so healthy. Jams and jellies, half pint, $3 to $5. That's obviously going to be seasonal unless I have an overabundance. Dried herbs, seasonal. A quarter pint, the real tiny quart jar or pint, the real tiny ones. $3 to $5. No, $5. That's right. Farm fresh eggs, eventually $3.50 a dozen. Duck eggs, half a dozen are probably going to be $5. And then a dozen is probably 10. Hand sewn aprons, which I will make, and I can do, the Faith First Farm on it. $20 to $25. This is all stuff that will eventually be offered at the farm stand. Hand sewn small purses or other hand sewn items. Now, I eventually will have a cookbook. I'm working on it. I will be getting it through Morris Cookbooks. I have to purchase like 100 of them, which is going to be about $1,000. So I have to raise my money for that too. And eventually, once I have them, they'll be available at the farm stand as well. Pumpkins, seasonal, obviously. Those are going to be $5 a piece. Jewelry, which is my daughter has expressed interest in making jewelry, and I will be selling that on the farm stand. She will get the money from that. I will have order forms for farm babies. Obviously, once we have that going. Chicks, bunnies, quail, and goat babies, which are kids. Boysenberry plants, $15. Strawberry plants. Now, I'm going to be taking the runners and letting them grow in little pots, and I will just be selling those on the farm stand for like $2 a piece. Watermelon rind pickles, as I said, a pint for $5. Pickles, a pint for $3. Pine berry strawberry plants, $5 a piece because those aren't as plentiful up here. Survival seed packages. I'm going to be putting these together out of our own garden, our own surplus. I have no idea how much I'm going to charge for them yet because I don't know how many are going to be in each package. No clue. Wood burned items. That's also part of my daughter's thing because she loves doing wood burning. Cement crafts, painted cement crafts, those are going to be kind of pricey because of the cement and everything going into them. Fruit tree seedlings, which eventually I'm going to add that to it. $8 for 6 to 8 inch. Very baby tree. $15 for 6 month. Yearlings are going to be $25. 2 year, if they, if I don't sell them or whatever right away. 2 year trees, which are, and this is from the floor, they're like this. They're going to be $45. Homestead journal binder. Basically a record keeping binder. I am condensing, like I am incorporating everything into this binder. Like all your record keepings for all your animals, like all your farm animals. It's gonna include all of that. It's gonna include your garden journals, your seed journals, your just everything. Everything homestead, it's going to be included in this journal. These are going to be expensive because I'm going to print them out myself. I will be spending the money on the ink and the paper, the binders, and putting them together myself. So, they're going to be at least $100 to $150. At least. Now, eventually, from our website, I will offer a PDF download, which is probably going to be about $50 to $75. No idea. Like, I don't know how long that's going to take because I'm nowhere near getting my website up right now. I started working on it. I'm clueless when it comes to that stuff, so it's going to take me a while. Christmas decorations. Easy to make. I have a lot of pins on my homesteading board on my Pinterest. But they're going to be probably 10 for... Forgot what I wrote down. I did write that down. I just forgot what I was thinking. I know I had it written down. I just don't remember what I was thinking for money on it. Thought I had it. I think it was more like 10 for... I don't know. Wait. I wrote that down twice. 10 for $20 and 20... I might make that a little bit cheaper. I don't know, because that makes them only $2 a piece. And then 20 ornaments for $35. So I wrote that down twice. Okay, Christmas decorations, that incorporates more than just ornaments. So, finished diamond paintings. Now, I don't have enough to really do that yet. I want to eventually have enough to where we can sell full diamond painting books, display books. But those are going to be kind of pricey because, I mean, even if I only spent $7 a piece on the diamond paintings, you can put a lot in there. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Beeswax candles eventually. Okay. So, anyway, beeswax candles, obviously, not right away, not out of our own anyway. What I really would like to do with that is stock up on some, like, organic beeswax and make a few and see how they sell. Clocks. I have two different kinds. I would like to get, like, these wood slices, and one of them do paintings and make it into a clock. Those are going to be no less than $50 a piece. And the other ones are going to be wood burned, made into a clock. And then I also came up with we can also do etched mirrors, which an etching kit really wouldn't be that expensive. And I probably just, small little etched mirrors and see how they sell and go from there. But, this is part of the business end of Faith First, and I'm going to be opening an Etsy store as well for, when we have our merchandise and that kind of thing. But again, that's down the road. I'm hoping not too far down the road because we really need the Etsy store open. My goal is to be able to financially sustain us off from our farm, from our homestead, from our businesses. I mean, that's kind of it in a nutshell as far as the businesses go. Mainly our goal is just to be self-sustaining completely. And, it's a lot of work. I know that. But that's our outlook now. And, we started in Michigan. We moved to Oklahoma. 2 different potential properties down there. I actually planted 5 fruit trees on our first property that we had that was up on Panola Mountain. So I guess whoever gets that gets a bonus. We never got out to the other property. It was on the west side of Oklahoma. So, because that was 4 hours from where we were at. But, and then we came back here, and this is where we're going to build it up. So, anyway, that's Faith First Farm in a nutshell. And I know this is a long video, but, I just wanted to get this out there. I haven't done this in a long time. But, if you guys have any ideas or questions, or get me your name, address, email, possibly phone number, and your shirt size, so I can get with you guys and get you guys a new subscriber package, which is going to be a painted mug that I will hand paint myself, and a shirt, Faith First shirt. So, and it's going to look better than this, I promise. Anyway, so just get me that information, your shirt size, your name, address, email, possibly phone number, and I will connect with you guys and get you guys your new subscriber package, and I will see you guys in a bit. You guys remember to always check your subscriptions. Make sure you stay subscribed. Click that notification bell and click on all. And like and share the videos on all your platforms with everybody, friends, family, neighbors, whatever, other potential homesteaders, and just get it out there and give us a subscribe and like and share the videos. And feel free to go through our videos and watch them. And when we hit 200, I'm going to be doing something special. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to be doing something special that day. So, thank you guys, and remember to get me your name, your address, email, phone, and shirt size, so I can get you guys a new subscriber package. And I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.